back for this week's edition of Viewers Questions. Today's question comes from Samantha. Samantha wants to know, in an HMO, what are the amenities that you want that you include in the property. Now, for those of you who don't know what HMOs are, this is where you, in the UK, where you rent out a property on a room by room basis instead of as an entire unit. So, for example, instead of renting out a 3-bedroom house as an entire 3-bedroom house, you rent out 3 individual bedrooms to 3 different people who are on their own separate contracts. That's very sort of a rough explanation of what an HMO is. In the US, actually, this is also starting to gain ground in places like Chicago and New York, sometimes unofficially, but more and more officially. And it's basically, it's called co-living, or there are all kinds of different sort of new names that are coming out to describe what it is. But it's basically where multiple people are living in the same property and sharing some communal spaces and have their own bedroom usually, sometimes their own bathroom, but otherwise they're sharing communal spaces like kitchens, lounges, living rooms, etc. So, what do you include? That is a big question. Now, of course, there are things that you legally have to include, things like fire safety, self-closing doors, fire alarms that are interlinked, all of that kind of stuff. Every council, every local authority in the UK has their own specific requirements. There are some national requirements as well as some specific local requirements, so make sure you get smart on what your local area requires. But on the sort of the part that you have a little bit more control over, I guess, will be on the finishing touches and the size and the style and the layout. So what we always include is really, really good quality furniture. I know this sort of sounds obvious, but you'd be amazed at how many people provide really crappy furniture to their tenants. Really good quality furniture, as much storage as possible. You can never provide enough storage, and there are clever ways of doing it. You can do shelving sort of above, almost like at mezzanine height. You can do storage beds. We've done all of those things. There's clever ways that I've seen that people have used the space on either side of chimney breasts, for example, to have built-in cupboards or built-in desks or built-in shelving units. Again, it's just to get creative about providing storage. We also provide really, really nice quality kitchens. Again, this should go without saying, but where people are cooking, you want to provide them good quality appliances, really nice, good quality crockery and cutlery, etc., so that you're not always having to replenish it and things aren't breaking. And I guess the key thing really is providing quality over quantity, and just being thoughtful, putting yourself in your prospective tenant's shoes. What would you want in that property if you were living there, and what would make it a nice place to live? There's no, like I said, there are some legal requirements that you of course have to abide by, but in the things that you are just providing otherwise as part of your service or as part of the offering, it's really important to be thoughtful about what your tenant would want and what you would want. And then additional services. So we provide gardeners, we provide cleaners, we provide, full-time maintenance team so that things don't take forever to get taken care of. But these are some of the essentials because, again, think about what will make the property most livable, what will make it most comfortable, and what will make it the kind of place that you would want to live in yourself. I hope that helps, Samantha. I hope it helps some of you who are interested in HMOs or in co-living or whatever they're calling it these days. There's always a new fad and a new name. But those are some ideas. That's some insight into what we do. And as I said, just get smart on what is legally required in your local area, and then just create really lovely homes that people will want to live in. All right. That was it for this week's Viewers Questions. Please come back next week we'll do one more before the holiday season sets in, and then we're going to start shifting gears into talking about next year, 2020. So stay tuned. Please leave comments in the comment section below, subscribe to our channel, and please spread the word to anybody you know who might be interested in what we're sharing in these videos. Thanks very much. Bye.